Feeling stressed and anxious about the future? Yes, me too sometimes. And it's fine. Why is it fine? Because it's a perfectly normal reaction to abnormal situations. I'm going to share with you how I manage and regulate my current emotions through a series of videos. And this is the first one. And why is regulating our current emotions important to ourselves and the loved ones around us and our partners or our potential partners? Because our quality of life is directly proportional to what's happening in our emotional world. And that directly affects our relationships. We can only support our loved ones, our families, well, when we manage our own current emotions. So in today's first part, we talk about physiology, about how our emotions are linked to our bodies and how making small changes to how we use our body can change and make our emotional world better. And so our bodies have evolved for millions of years to react in a certain way when we're anxious or when we're stressed. This is partly to conserve energy. In the past, by conserving energy, we increase the chances of survival in threatening times. And so when we are stressed or anxious, we tend to shrink, slow down, we may slouch as well compared to having good posture, and our breathing becomes more shallow instead of deep and strong. And if we remain unaware of what we are doing to ourselves, our mind takes the cue from our body and puts us in a tense, low energy, and more stressed mood and emotion. The cool thing is that humans are special. We have consciousness. If we choose to, we can become self-aware. That means the ability to analyze one's own actions and one's own reaction. And if we train ourselves, we can catch ourselves in that negative mood and we can break the mind-body loop. Instead of allowing the body to feed back to the mind, we can decide to change the way we use our body so that the mind receives a different signal. Think about it. Have you met someone who is always sad and upset? And do you have a friend who is always energetic and positive? Compare their body language and the way they use their body, how much they exercise. It's different. There are 3 ways that I handle stress and anxiety with my body through my physiology. And the first is being aware of my body language. When I feel tension in my body, when I feel anxiety in my body, I will first check my body language. And most of the time, I find something that I can improve in my body language. Sometimes I find myself slouching or looking down a lot, and I simply switch my body language. I straighten my back, and sometimes I even add a smile on my face because it's hard to feel upset when you're smiling, It's hard to feel sad or angry. So this allows the mind to take different feedback. And by changing your body language, you change your mood. So I've got a question for you. Tell me in the comments below, how does your body feel and act when you're stressed? Where does it turn up? And what do you normally do about it? Tell me in the comments below. Another way that I handle stress and anxiety with the help of my body is to add more movement to my body day to day. And of course, it is through exercise. This is a little bit counterintuitive because some people think that by exercising, you're losing energy and so you'll feel more lethargic and down. By moving and exercising, you actually feel more energetic for some reason because your body is now sending a different signal to your mind. That's the beauty about being human. We get to break or change that feedback loop anytime that we want to because we have self-awareness and we have choice. The last thing that I do to handle stress with the help of my body is to breathe better. Breathe better. First step to regulating your emotions is to understand where it turns up in your body. For me, when I feel stressed and anxious, it crops up physically in my chest and my throat area. For you, it may be different. Some people get a headache. Some people have aches. It could be different for you. So when you're feeling stressed, check your body and understand where it is because there's the indicator to show you that you're stressed. So how do I use breathing when I feel the stress picking up in my chest and my throat? I check my breathing and usually it's shallow. And from there, I deepen it by taking very large and long breaths. By controlling your breath, you'll be able to regulate your emotions better. So in summary, with respects to taking care of your current emotions through your physiology, make sure that you observe and correct your body language, the amount of movement that you have through the day. Lastly, you can observe and correct your breathing, the way you breathe. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see the rest of the series to help regulate and manage the tension, stress, the anxiety at this time, then please like this video, subscribe, and ring that bell. Thank you. Please take care and see you in the next video. Bye.